What up, though, and welcome to the Showdown. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. I'm here with the Nasty Boys, Big Ed and Waves. What up, though, fellas?
What up, though?
What's good?
That's right. This is the What Up, Though Show Network. We want to thank you all for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like what you see if you like what you see. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all the people out there that was having a ball with me Monday night, man. We had a great time Monday night. So it was a big game here in Detroit, and we had a blast at that game. So big ups to all the people that came out balling with us on Monday night. That said, let's do this shot, man. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to say.
Nope.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Don't mind me today. I am sick. I can't breathe out of my nose to save my life. Right.
All right, this is going out to all the people out there sick and can't breathe out their mouth.
Ooh.
Woohoo! Well, if you'd have shot that Cavassier, that'd have loosened your shit up.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Katie Six. Her 15 minutes are up, but she sure had 15 minutes. She got 15 minutes locally in a big way. She even got 15 minutes on the national scale. So big up to Katie Six for her 15 minutes. And Waysden went black.
Uh-oh.
I'm still here. I just didn't need y'all to see me blowing my nose.
He just wanted to, you know you woke when you just go that black. This nigga is like blackity black. That nigga is so black.
I'm under the bed black.
He is between two buildings. He look like an alley. He is so black. He sweat coffee. He is so black. I was about to tell some more black jokes. Motherfucker sit in a hot tub of water and make tea. He is blue black, purple black.
Ooh, blurple.
So black, the whites of his eyes are brown. Anyway. Yeah, Katie Six. You know who Katie Six is?
No.
Katie Six got a 15 minutes of fame when Jameer Gibbs scored a touchdown Monday night and jumped on the wall, and she pulled him up into the stands.
Damn.
Yes, so she pulled him up into the stands and had a little moment with him, and he had a little moment in the stands with Katie Six, and that went viral. So she had a viral moment. They showed it on Get Up. They showed it on all of the national sports shows in the morning, and they interviewed her on the radio here, and yeah, she had her moment. She had her moment.
Okay.
So big ups to Katie Six. I've got to give her a props because she got her 15 minutes.
Right.
Right.
All right. Y'all ready to jump into some of this stuff?
Yep.
Well, let's jump into some of this shiznit. Let's see what we got going on here, man. First and foremost, we're going to go with the EFG supremacy, right? These are all of our team battles that we got going. I'm just going through the team battles. Team battles being our team of teams against their team of teams.
Right.
Sort of like a gang fight, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. What did you do in EFG Supremacy? The EFG Supremacy is the Elite Fantasy Games against Extreme Fantasy Games. It's two EFGs, and we're battling to see who's the real EFG here.
I took an L.
I took an L too.
God damn, bro. What happened to your team?
Man, David Montgomery's hurt. I didn't expect Brandon Cooks to get off, and Dalton Kincaid got off. So,
yeah, I played it actually.
I feel for you.
I had a good game. It was a back and forth. We were both 3-3, and I took the L. Um, did you win? Wait.
I did. Who did I beat? Underinflated.
Okay, so Wade's got a dub, and overall, this was the first week that they won. Elite Fantasy Games actually won a week for the first time, 3-5, 5-3 in their favor. So we normally we smoked them every week except this week. They got us this week 5-3, so they're on a comeback trail. Uh, Jumping into Let the Big Dogs Eat. That is the Nasty Boys versus the Broad Street Bitches. Um, I got to give a shout out to the Nasty Boys real quick, man. I want to give a shout out. Matter of fact, where my Kavasi? Oh, I just finished it. Where my Duce? I want to do a shout to my Nasty Boys. All right, and I'm not just talking about Big Ed and Waves for those unaware, because a year ago we introduced the Nasty Boys, but I couldn't really get them all to join up, right?
Right.
And this year they all came in. So I want to give a shout out, not just to Big Ed and Waves. I ain't counting y'all out in this, but I also want to give a big ups to my boys KJ, Maurice, Carl, and Durio. One time for y'all, man, because y'all bringing the fucking noise. And the Nasty Boys is representing the way we meant to be representing this year. So let the big dogs eat. It's the Nasty Boys against the Broad Street Barbies. And and big up to Dejan too. Dejan is in the Nasty Boys too. Dejan is in there too. So big ups to him too. And I kicked some ass this week in that one. I kicked some ass in Big Dogs Eat. I blew somebody out. I blew serious beers, BSB bum killers. Yeah, you got your bum ass beat. Yeah, I beat the shit out of him. Big Ed, we all know what happened to Big Ed.
Yeah. Gus Edwards, man. What the hell? Who would have thought Gus Edwards was going to get off like he did?
That's what y'all need to hear. Big Ed did the classic speak too soon moment. He came out into the chat. He had a little 50-point lead. You better pray, blah, 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 blah. Then came into our personal chat that's just amongst us. Well, we got one win in the Big Dog team. Got one win in the Big Dog. Blah, blah, blah. And then turned around and lost by 12. He ain't just lose by like 2. He lost by 12.
Yeah. Goddamn Gus Edwards.
Oh God.
Man, when they still got players playing, I hope you learned a lesson.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah. Ways, you got a dub this week in the Big Dogs as well. Yeah. And we took this week in Big Dogs Eat 5-3 against BSB. So BSB is in a dog fight for real. They're in a serious dog fight. World War. It's the Nasty Boys against Death Row. This has been a battle that in the beginning we were dominating, and Death Row has been showing some resilience, and they've been showing some fight, and we're in a battle now. We're in a real battle with them right now. So I done took a couple L's in a row, and let's see, did I take an L? I took an L this week. Ooh, I took a bad one too. I took an L in this one.
I finally got a dub in that one.
Well, I'm glad you got a dub in it. Dejan got a dub in it. And Wade, what you do? Wade's got a dub. So I'm the only one that lost in the group. But I'm not the only one that lost. But and here amongst us, I took an L. But we ended up 4-4 in that week in the World War this week. So we're 4-4 in this week in the World War. Good battle there. I like to see them. I'm glad they decided to stand up and fight, because they was getting their ass beat pretty handily, but they fighting back, and they fighting back with a vengeance. I ain't mad at them. Leaders of the new school. That's Dejan's crew, against Chris's crew. My son against Jab's son. Right? So let's see. They are the Midwest Monsters, and Dejan's crew is Steppers Only. And I got a dub this week. Who else? Chris beat Dejan this week. It beat him pretty good too, actually. And overall, we took the L for the week, 3-5. So they Monsters got 5 and to our 3 this week, and the leaders of the new school. Moving on down the line, it's Warzone. Warzone is Steppers Only against BSB. So BSB is battling the Nasty Boys and Steppers Only, which is Dejan's crew again. And I think I got a win in that one. Let's see. Let's see what I did. I don't know. I don't have a good record, so probably not. Nope, I took an L on that one. I took a hard L. I took a hard L in that one. However, overall, it's 4-4. We evened up with BSB in that one 4-4. So BSB is in a battle in both of their leagues. Well, they in a battle here. They in a dogfight in the other one. Because them Nasty Boys ain't no joke. And last but not least, we've got the Clash. Man, I had a good ass battle with CJ. I had one of my IDP players did not show up. He didn't suit up. He was traded. He was traded midweek and didn't suit up. And I didn't catch the trade. I didn't catch that he had been traded to somebody midweek, and so he didn't suit up this week. So I got a goose egg out of one of my IDPs, and that hurt me. I was in a real good game though, CJ. If you're watching, CJ, good game. We went back and forth, man. Hey, it was a good one. I ain't got nothing bad to say, nothing good. All I can say is he got that dub on me. Let's see. Carlton beat Jab. What you do? What y'all do in the Clash?
Big Ed's not in the Clash. I lost.
You took an L too? Okay. All right. Ranger up took an L. Okay. Dejan beat Acorn. Acorn got a good ass team. Dejan pulled off a dub on him. Good shit. He needed that L. He needed to take an L. We needed him to take an L. So because he was on a roll there, putting up some big numbers. So he took an L to Dejan. Good shit, D. Appreciate that. And but overall, they got us 5-3. They got us 5-3 this week. They've been pretty dominant this year. They've been pretty dominant. And I will say, I want to address this. There's been some controversy about the scoring settings in the Clash. I brought it up early. I was accused of lying, but he changed it. He blah blah. He went and did this. We gonna have to do this thing he wanted to bring out against me, and I clarified that I was saying that you said that the settings were the same as the first Clash, and from what I've seen, it's not. And after I clarified that, he left me alone, which stands to reason that it's not the same as the first Clash, and I left it alone after that. But Melvin and AD has not left it alone. They've been riding it pretty hard. Joe, do you have any thoughts on it before I speak my piece?
I had noticed the settings. I didn't know anything about the difference because I didn't see anything on what the point spread was on the original Clash, stats wise. So I had an idea of what we were going into. I just didn't realize it'd have as big of an impact as it was.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you in that, and maybe we were duped. And if we were duped, that's on us. I mean, I'm not one that's going to complain about it. It is what it is. It was there. It was there in our face to take advantage of. If it wasn't, I did see some pretty different scoring settings in the defenses and IDPs, and I just said, I do what I do. And instead of taking a different approach like I did in your league, if you recall, Space Force, I said I'm going to try something different, and that's what it was. I picked IDPs a little earlier than I normally do because I don't normally pick IDPs, but I did it in your league, the Speed Force. Um, and and if had I paid closer attention, had I been on my P's and Q's, I probably would have did the same in the Clash. I should have did the same in the Clash in hindsight. And if hopefully we can get out of this clean, and if we don't, because I get the feeling if they win, they're gonna die this next year. They're not gonna play running back, and that's okay. I'd rather play them with the Nasty Boys anyway. But that said, it ain't no reason to bitch about it because they didn't like change it mid-season. It was what it was. The settings was there from the get-go. If we didn't catch it or didn't react to it, that ain't on them. That's on us. So I take full responsibility for not going IDP earlier. So hey, I'm not putting an asterisk. Some might. I know Melvin said Melvin is hell bent on the asterisk, and that's fine and dandy. I'm not. It was there for the taking, and we didn't take it. And to me, that's how I see it. And I just roll with it. I just try to make the best of what I did do, and roll from there. Still be competitive and never know what happens in the end. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to address that real quick because I know that's been a hot topic that we have not touched. It's been touched now.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. And that's all for the team battles, man. And I don't know if you got anything that you want to touch.
Not this.
Big Ed?
Oh, no mic. We can't hear you, bro.
Big Ed ain't got no mic. Big Ed do this every now and then.
Yeah, the Big Ed is
That's a thing he likes to do. Yeah, don't worry about it, Big Ed. We're just gonna assume you said nothing. We're gonna assume you just said, "Nah, it's all good. It's all good." By the way, I am.
What the hell?
There you go.
Oh,
we
shit,
heard.
I don't know what was wrong with it. It's plugged in right. But no, I ain't had nothing.
Okay, all right. I did win again in the corruption series. I'm still kicking ass in the corruption series. I still believe I'm going to take that. By the way, Chinese corruption, which is the one that's right here, I won again. I'm like 6-2. I think I'm pretty much. I don't think I have any of those leagues where I lost more than 3 games. I'm in the top 3 in every single one of those leagues, in first place in most of them. So. I think I'm going to win that series pretty handily. Something Jab needs to stop doing because every time he do it, I win it. You can't beat me when it comes to that. Let's see. What else we got here, Waze? We can move on then. If y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about, no other leagues, I want to thank y'all for listening to the leagues. That's the fight leagues we got. And talking in other news.
The Raiders. I think we could just start off with the Raiders. They fired Josh McDaniels. They fired Mick Lombardi, their offensive coordinator, and they got rid of their GM as well.
Damn, the Lions beat them that bad. That's bad. You get your ass beat so bad by the Lions that you got to fire everybody.
Did they bench Jimmy G, start Aiden O'Connell? O'Connell?
Yeah, they benched Jimmy G. He was terrible. He looked bad.
Yeah.
Lions made him look bad.
Which is the second time that he's been replaced by a rookie.
Technically third.
Well, the first time he was hurt. So that was different. This time he just sucked.
Yeah.
He Trash.
Do you think it's time for them to go into rebuild, or is that kind of the idea they're going in?
Um, yeah, I think they should. I think they should because they don't really have they don't have anything to build on right now.
No. Chandler Jones is gone. Max Crosby's probably gonna want out. Devontae Adams wants out.
Yeah, yeah, they may as well go on a rebuild. Speaking of which, is Washington going on to rebuild? Did they just decide
Yeah,
we're just
definitely.
gonna strip it down and
It looks like defensively they are in the process of a rebuild. Offensively, they haven't really done too many moves this season.
I don't see Ron Rivera there next year.
you think Bieniemy will take over as head coach?
I can see.
I don't know the way that offense is playing right now. I don't think he's gonna get a chance. Not this time around.
I don't know. I can see them going into a rebuild phase though. And yeah, getting rid of Ron Rivera is probably the first step they should really be taking. And if they
What do you think about those moves though? They made about the moves for the other teams. How about Keith Sweat went to Keith Sweat went to Chicago. Chase Young to the 49ers.
Yeah.
We needed the pass rush help. I wish he would have did this earlier in the year. It would have helped us a lot more.
Here's the problem with Sweat. It's already being talked about that he plans on being gone from Chicago during the offseason.
So he's just one and done, you think?
That's what it's looking like right now.
What about Chase Young to the 49ers? What's your thoughts?
I don't think it was necessary.
Man, that's going to be dangerous.
Exactly. That's why I don't think it was necessary.
Chase Young and Bosa on the same defense with Wagner and Hufanga.
They were college teammates. I don't know if y'all recognize that.
Exactly. So that was a very unnecessary trade.
Chase Young and Bosa played together at Ohio State.
Oh, wow.
When it put a cheat code in, took over as the general manager.
You mean it wasn't necessary? They just lost 3 straight.
Yeah.
Needed to do something. Something was necessary.
Well, yeah. That is something they should have addressed on the offense. The defense wasn't doing too terrible.
Well, if you can't score on me.
Right.
They got picked apart by Kirk Cousins. They got picked apart by Joe Burrow. What did the defense do well? They couldn't get to the quarterback. They couldn't put a rush on Kirk Cousins to get the way they got picked apart by Kirk Cousins was embarrassing. They couldn't put the QB on either one of those. They both had all day to throw the ball. So, no, it was very necessary. It was very necessary.
I think it's a good move.
It's a good move. It's a good move,
makes.
But I want to see my team have a better opportunity next year.
It makes the 49ers have the second scariest defense in the NFL, in the NFC right now.
Who's the scariest?
Philadelphia.
What? In the NFC. Yeah.
You think so?
I think in the NFC, 49ers is a more dangerous defense.
Is Philly's defense really scarier than the Cowboys?
No.
Yeah. I believe so. Well, Jalen's out though now, so
they've been winning more with offense. I haven't really seen the defense looking like next world. But if you say so.
There's only one defense I'll put ahead of the 49ers this season right now, and that's the Browns.
Oh, the Browns is balling out.
Yeah, the Browns is balling out.
They play.
Myles Garrett is having a career year.
Yeah,
Myles Garrett is making it look way too easy.
Way too easy. Nah, he's scary.
Yeah,
out there crossing people over.
They need to drug test him.
Speaking of which, we spoke of Kirk Cousins.
Huh?
He's done.
Yep.
Done for the season.
Josh Dobbs comes in to take his place.
For this season, yeah.
Now I heard they was going after Jameis Winston.
They originally were during the trade, but then they made the Josh Dobbs trade instead. But they were in talks with New Orleans to get Jameis Winston, which I thought was extremely stupid.
So that probably squashes my hot take from a few weeks back. Looks like Kyler Murray is going to be starting another game for the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that hot take.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So if they move Josh Dobbs, that means Kyler is going to be back on the center for Arizona.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy. I feel bad for Josh Dobbs. This is his third team this season.
So locally, all they say now is that with Kirk Cousins going down, Justin Fields pretty much down and out, but he'll be back within the next couple weeks, I think. They're already crowning. They're raising the banner right now in Detroit. They said they're already raising the banner now. When Kirk Cousins got hurt, when Kirk Cousins went down, throw the banner up. We just won the division. What you think about that?
I had them picked to win the division anyways.
We all did. My thing on this is let's not jump the gun too soon because we still don't know what we have with Jared Hall. We don't know the kind of chemistry Josh Dobbs can have with our receiving core, with Addison and when JJ comes back. Him and JJ can easily hook up. You see what he was able to do over in Arizona. They don't have any wide receivers we could name.
Marquise Brown. But
Brian Gilmore.
I will say this. I would advise them to not speak too soon because we saw what happened to Big Ed.
Guess what?
Uh,
But right now, I have Detroit ranked in the top 5 of my power rankings in the NFC.
So let me ask you this. Now, it was a hot debate here. A lot of people were pissed off because they thought the Lions should have went after another pass rusher. Everybody was hoping they were targeting Chase Young, who ended up going to the 49ers. But they also had hopes that they would get somebody for the defensive line to match up with Hutchinson. But instead, what they ended up doing was not getting anybody on defense, but they picked up Donovan Peoples-Jones. What's your thoughts on that?
I love it. Here's the thing: Donovan Peoples Jones is a quarter or a wide receiver that has been overshadowed because he has better. There are better options over in Cleveland than him. Now he can come over here, get into the fight with these other second and third string because he's not going above Amon-Ra St. Brown. But I think this would be a good match for him with Jared Goff.
Big Ed, you thinking?
I see him putting up big numbers with the Lions. With Amon-Ra St. Brown and Josh Reynolds, he was serviceable. You know what I'm saying? But Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's a true number 2. If not, a lot of people's number 1. So I think it's going to boost their offense and make their offense more dangerous because you can't double 2 people.
Can't do that.
Now you give it up, Sam Laporta, Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Just saying.
Well,
Go ahead and double those 2 up all you want, but Sam Laporta's coming up that seam.
I don't know. He's got a battle on his hands now, though, because Jahmyr Gibbs is looking like the truth.
Ooh, wee.
yeah,
David Montgomery got hurt, and so now they had to put a load on Gibbs, and he has stepped up to the assignment.
Wasn't that my knock on David Montgomery?
What?
Is that he's injury prone?
Yeah,
I mean, that was everybody's knock on Montgomery. The same knock on DeAndre Swift. Same knock on Christian McCaffrey. That's a running back knock. You can put that on anybody. Pretty much. Running backs get injured more than everybody else. So I don't like call it. I don't think it's fair to call a running back injury prone because they are putting themselves in harm's way. But that's why they don't like to pay them. They're in harm's way more than everybody.
Right.
But he got injured in the Tampa Bay game, and Gibbs had been very, very lightly used before that because Montgomery was more the bell cow, and Gibbs was kind of a gadget. Well, they had to give him the lion's share of the carries. It's your turn now. And damn, did he step up to the plate. What did he get, 159 yards in the team?
Yeah.
Damn. That boy is nice, man.
Yeah, he's definitely proven
Imagine when Montgomery come back. You get Montgomery back, then you got Peoples-Jones added to the man, them motherfuckers. If J-Mo can learn how to catch, that offense would be something special.
Oh man.
Offensively, they could be something special. Who else went down this week? It was a lot happening, man. What y'all think about that 49er on that 3-game slide?
That's been rough.
Have they fallen out of your top 5?
No. I still got them at number 2, the Eagles at number 1, and the Lions at number 3.
See, are you talking top 5 NFL or NFC?
NFC.
He's talking NFC, evidently.
I'm going with my top 5 NFL.
That's what I was asking, but I let him roll with it. I didn't knock it. What's your top 5 NFL? Are they out of your top 5 NFL now? Because I know they was in everybody's top. They were top dog for a minute, but have this 3-game slide changed that? I know they changed it. I know you don't have them in top dog, but do you still have them in your top 5?
Yeah, I still got them at number 3.
Wade?
Yeah, I'd put him behind the Lions. Who would be my number 2?
You got the Lions number 2 overall NFL?
Yeah.
Over the Chiefs and the Eagles?
Eagles, not the Chiefs.
Wow.
I'm just going back. Here's the thing. The Eagles' success has been coming off of one play, essentially. Because if you can't stop them on 4th and short with that, they're going to just keep driving the ball. That's why all the defenses that they play get tired out by the 3rd quarter. Is because they're being driven down the field. They're not getting those big giant plays. They're chunking them out, wearing the defense out. That way, by the 4th quarter, it's just an easy ride. They play bully ball.
But I'm going to say this. I think heart over head, the 49ers are still in my top 5. Head over heart, they're out. They're on the outside looking in. I'm looking at KC still being there. I'm put it this way. I'm looking at the AFC showing me that they are dominant over the NFC. The AFC has been kicking the NFC's ass in all the games that matter. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Philly up there. I think I'm keeping Philly at the top. I'm putting the Jaguars in there. I'm putting Baltimore in there. KC and Cincinnati. I ain't putting no more NFC teams in there. The way Baltimore kicked the Lions' ass, they're sitting outside the top 5.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
They're sitting outside the top 5 for me. And I'm not sitting them. They still in the top 10, but they're sitting outside my top 5. Philly is the only NFC team I still got in there, quite frankly. And fuck Carlton. I'm pushing the 49ers outside that top 5 after that 3-game skid. Now you get Debo back, you add Chase Young, I might feel a little different. You get Trent Williams back, I might feel a little differently, but I need to see it. I need to see it because you just got your ass whooped by Cleveland, Cincinnati, and who else kicked their ass? And
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Of all teams, the Vikings.
That's the one that should hurt the most.
No, the one that hurt the most was Cleveland and Cincinnati to lose to the whole state of Ohio. That's what hurt me.
Ohio win. That is literally the only thing good coming out of there other than Dave Chappelle.
Bullshit. So yeah, no, with that 3 straight, those 3, and Cleveland with a backup quarterback.
Ooh.
Cleveland with their backup quarterback kicked your ass, and then Kirk Cousins rips you to shreds, and Joe Burrow just had a field day. No, you dropped out my top 5. Again, the AFC has been showing to be dominant. What about Miami? I didn't even put them up there, did I?
Oh yeah,
I was just finna amend my top 5.
Yeah,
I left Miami out. So yeah, I mean it's too hard. Now Buffalo, you can keep them. I'm going to drop them. I'll put some NFC teams ahead of Buffalo, but Miami, Cincy, Baltimore, the Jags, KC. I don't know. I think it's Philly, then them 5, and then we go back to the NFC and talk about Frisco and the Lions and the Cowboys. That's how I'm seeing it, and that's saying a lot,
right?
Yeah,
for me to push my boys out. That's saying a lot. I've just been seeing a whole lot there, man. It just looks different.
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, Waze.
all right. Next up is heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters.
All right. For quarterbacks. Wow. This one just blew my mind. Sam Howell had a big day.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He lit it up.
397 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Against that defense you said it's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second, Josh Allen. And third, Dak Prescott.
Dak went off. Dak had a game.
He said, "I'm still good, you guys."
Dak had a game. I like what I saw. I like what I'm seeing in Dak right now. I ain't gonna front.
For running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian
McCaffrey,
and Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
Asshole. Got me some points in one league, and then
That's another one. And the one you was talking all that shit.
Receivers.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb finally went off.
CeeDee Lamb went bananas. He had career high.
158 yards, 12 catches, and 2 touchdowns.
His career high in catches and his career high in receptions and yards.
Probably in his rushing yards too. He got 12. DeAndre Hopkins finally showed up, and AJ Brown.
I don't think 12 was his career high rushing yards, but anyway.
I haven't seen him run the ball in the NFL, so.
Yeah, well. Who was the other two?
DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Brown.
DeAndre Hopkins. Thank you, Will Levis.
Man.
Of course, he's been the hottest name in free agency and fantasy.
Will Levis?
Will Levis is gone in every league. You can't get him. He got swept up in every league.
Man, I'm shocked I found Gardner Minshew for a backup in one of the leagues.
Yeah, I'm not shocked, but yeah, Will Levis is the hardest one to find. His stock jumped like crazy. He was the hottest name in the free agency. If you look at the trending, if you look at the trends, he's the hottest trending.
Yeah, he's the top of the trends.
Tight ends. Trey McBride from Arizona,
Wow.
George Kittle, and Taysom Hill.
My man.
Taysom's always guaranteed to have at least one good game a season.
Tay been balling, man. Leave Tay alone. Don't need to hear that. You always got to try to don't rain on his parade.
And that's it for heavy hitters.
That's it for the heavy hitters.
Stardom sit-ups.
Stardom sit-ems. Stardom sit-ems. Who we gonna go with? Let's see here.
We're in week 9, right?
We're in week 9. All right, so we're doing 2 and a wild card, right?
Correct.
All right. My 2, I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes against Miami. Tua Tagovailoa Dunkanika. Tua Tagovailoa against Kansas City. How about that? Both of them. So I'm counting on a shootout out there in Germany. They're playing.
Yep.
And my wild card, I'm going to go with Mac Jones against the Washington Redskins.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that could be a good wild card.
All right. I'm going to start Lamar Jackson against Seattle, Derek Carr against Chicago, and Justin Herbert against the Jets.
Okay. Well, OG, you and I had
No
this.
wild card.
I was
What was
saying,
that?
That wasn't no wild card.
The Jets defense has been playing lights out lately.
Justin Herbert is a wild card. Okay. we got a top 5 quarterback. Oh, is a wild card. All right.
OG, you and I had the same top 2: Patrick Mahomes and Tua Tagovailoa. My wild card would be Sam Howell.
Okay. You think lightning gonna strike twice there, huh?
It's a possibility.
I ain't mad at you. All right, my sit-ems. Well, Daniel Jones against Las Vegas. Geno Smith against Baltimore. Baker Mayfield against Houston.
Okay. I'm going to sit Dak against Philly. Daniel Jones against Las Vegas. And Jordan Love against the Rams.
Dak was almost my wild card. Actually, I think he's going to light Philly ass up. That little weak ass defense.
Possibility. My sit-ups are going to be Aiden O'Connell, Russell Wilson, and Jordan Love.
Ain't Russell on bye week?
I was just about to say, wait, fuck a second.
Yeah, Russell on bye week.
Jared Hall.
Okay, all right. Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota. Running backs. I am starting my new favorite running back right now, and that's Alvin Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
Alvin Kamara is beast mode 23.
And the way Chicago's run defense is playing this year.
Oh, they do play Chicago too, don't they?
Yep. Austin Eckler went off.
You know what? Speaking of which, I'm gonna start Austin Eckler against the Jets. And my wild card stardom, Kareem Hunt against Arizona.
Right. I'm gonna start Jonathan Taylor against Carolina.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon against Buffalo. And Derrick Henry against Pittsburgh.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Still not a wild card, though.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah, you're just not playing the wild card game with us, are you? You're just not doing that. I got it. All right, Wade, it's on you.
well, okay. Switch Jonathan Taylor and
Like,
and and
no, don't even worry about it. No, we don't want to
because
switch it.
Taylor ain't been running that good lately. So
Ever, man. That's the first name you mentioned.
That's true. Austin Eckler,
Okay.
DeAndre Swift, and my wild card is going to be Cam Akers against Atlanta.
Oh, see, that's what a wild card is. Big for the just for record, big head. Siddums running backs. Since I just traded him away, I'm gonna say some wishful thinking. Sit Alexander Madison against Atlanta. Because I traded him away, so I don't want him to do good no more. How about Najee Harris against Tennessee?
Oh, that's a good.
And since I'm on a roll, Jalen Warren against Tennessee too.
Oh, oh, okay.
Pittsburgh ain't gonna run shit.
all
Ski.
right,
All right.
let's sit James Cook against Cincinnati.
Mm.
Daryl Henderson against Green Bay. And for the wild card, let's sit Kenneth Walker III
What?
against Baltimore.
I want to play wild card on Siddums. Okay.
I'm going to sit James Cook. I'm going to sit Alexander Madison. And I'm going to sit Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Okay. Wide receivers. How about Tyreek Hill out in against Kansas City out there in Germany? This nigga is back. Jamar Chase against Buffalo. He's back. And from a wild card, a guy that I've liked since the draft, but he just hadn't been doing it yet. But I think he's starting to come around. He's starting to get some targets. And that's Josh Downs for the Colts against Carolina.
I'm with that. I actually contemplated having him as my wild card.
Okay. I haven't heard of Josh Downs yet, so
That's why it's
Now,
wild card. So see how the wild card thing works?
let's go AJ Brown against Dallas. Keenan Allen against the Jets. And for a wild card, Nico Collins against Tampa Bay.
Okay.
it's a nice wild card.
Finally, he's finally playing the game.
We'll start Cooper Cup up against Green Bay and their weak ass pass defense. Jalen Waddle. And I'm gonna
I hope you're right.
my wild card is someone that usually wouldn't be a wild card, but under the circumstances is one this week, and that's Jordan Anderson.
I 100% agree. I 1,000% agree. He would be a wild card this week because of circumstances. Ain't got no QB.
Yeah.
Ain't got no QB. I almost had him as a sit-em, but I decided not to. But yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I really came very close to sitting his ass or calling him a sit-em anyway. Anyway, for my sit-ems, the aforementioned Marquise Brown against Cleveland, and only because they're playing Cleveland. KJ Osborne against Atlanta, and Michael Thomas against Chicago.
You get
All right. Let's sit George Pickens against Tennessee. Chris Olave against Chicago. And for a wild card, let's go with T. Higgins against Buffalo.
you know, Olave has been a disappointment this season, so I can absolutely agree with that as a center. My sit-ups for wide receiver, I got DK Metcalf, London, and Wandale Robinson.
You said Drake London?
Yep, played up against the Vikings.
Okay.
And who was the last one?
Wandale Robinson from the Giants.
Okay. Tight ends. Usual suspects. Travis Kelce. Mark Andrews. From a wild card. Jake Ferguson against Philly for the Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, the Cowboys against Philly.
Is it Jake or John?
It's Jake Ferguson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For my tight ends, I'm going to go Mark Andrews against Seattle. Dallas Goedert against Dallas. And for my wild card, I'm going to go with Cole Kmet against New Orleans.
Interesting.
I got Travis Kelce, TJ Hawkinson, and my wild card would be Dalton Kincaid.
Wild card is Dalton Kincaid. That's actually a damn good one. If you got Kincaid, get his ass in the game, because he had a breakout week, and Josh is gonna exploit that shit.
Yeah.
For my sit-ems, I got Cole Kmet. Let's see who else I'm sitting. Let's go with Michael Mayer against the Giants, because they ain't got. I don't know what that rookie quarterback gonna do. And Hunter Henry against Washington.
For my sit-ems, I'm going to go Kyle Pitts against Minnesota. Trey McBride against Cleveland. And let's go Tyler Higbee against Green Bay for a wild card.
All right. My sit-ups, I got Michael Mayer. I got Luke Musgrave from Green Bay. And I got Dalton Schultz from Houston.
Okay.
That wraps up the pickles or startup sit-ups.
That wraps up startup sit. So what? We had pick'ems now.
Yep.
Yeah, pick them down.
Oh, let's do the pick'ems and let's go ahead and get this shit over with. It should be short this week because we got some bye weeks.
Yep.
5 games this week.
Which 5 did you want to go with?
Yep, we do 5 games. We only do 5 games from now.
Okay.
For those new watchers that haven't been watching, we used to do the whole week, but it just got a little long in the tooth. So we narrowed it down to 5 games, 5 games a week. There's no Lions game this week. There's no 49ers game this week.
Right.
So they both got to be replaced. We still do have the Bears. We do have the Vikings.
And then we got Tennessee and Pittsburgh on Thursday.
Well, let's go with the Germany game.
Okay. So that's
Dolphins at Dolphins and Chiefs.
all right. That's 4. What's going to be the 5th one?
Cowboys Eagles or Bills Bengals?
Cowboys Eagles. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Well, what was the one we do? What was the first one that Wade said?
Oh, there's the Thursday night game. That's Tennessee versus Pittsburgh, though.
No, let's go with the Bills Bengals.
Okay.
Bills Bengals, KC Miami. Those bigger games. Bills Bengals, KC Miami, and what's the other one? Way Big Ed?
The Bears and Vikings, or the Bears and Saints, Vikings and Falcons.
No, it's another big one. There's three big ones. We had the three. We know we got the Bears. We know we got the Vikings.
Dallas and
And
Philly.
Dallas and Philly. Yeah,
Yep.
Dallas and Philly.
Okay.
Can't count on Big Ed for nothing. Even when he do right,
Guess what?
even when he do right, he do wrong. Okay. So,
All right.
you ask him to
First
do
up,
right twice. If you ask him to do right twice, he's like, "Well, I got it right the first time."
Dolphins in the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with Miami.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with Miami.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Next up, we got the Vikings at the Falcons.
I'm going with the. Oh, they ain't got no quarterback. I'm going with the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons also.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings.
Bears at the Saints.
I'm Saints all day. Saints.
Plays.
I'm going with the Saints. Go marching in.
I'll be the lone wolf and go with the Bears.
Chicago Cubs.
Cowboys at the Eagles.
I'm going with the Cowboys because fuck Carlton.
Again?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
I am gonna go with the tush push. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
The Brotherly Shove. They changed the name of it.
It just sounds a little more gay though.
And last but not least, Sunday night we have the Bills at the
Think
Bengals.
Brotherly Shove sounds more gay than Tush Push. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
What we doing here?
Yeah.
We're talking about a bunch of guys tush pushing. Come on now. The tush push. Speaking of sounding gay, did you guys hear that Dwight Howard came out the closet?
yeah. I heard all about that this week.
Okay. All right. And what's the other game then, Big Ed? I don't want to talk too much about it.
The Bills at the Bengals.
The Bills I'm going with the Bengals. Go ahead, Wade. Damn, he always got to wait for everybody else to speak.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I'm gonna also go with the Bengals.
Ooh.
Joe Burrow's been showing out lately, so
Yeah, no shit.
About fucking time.
yeah.
It's a showdown week 1 and 2.
You had to get healthy, bro.
And that's it for picks.
And
The show.
that is it for the showdown. Want to thank you guys for joining us, man. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. That's Big Ed and Ways. We are the Nasty Boys, and we do appreciate you for joining us. Come back again next week. We'll talk some more football, some more fantasy football, and be on the lookout for another show that's coming. And I'll talk to you about that some other time. But it's being developed right now, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, on that note, in the meantime, in between time, you do your things, and I'll do mine. We are the Nasty Boys. This is the Showdown. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel, the What Up Though Show Network. We do appreciate having you. So I'll catch you on the rebound. See what I did there? The rebound. Yeah. See?